to Scene 1. The scene starts off with Banquo and his son Fleance out at night. You already get a sense that Banquo is feeling a bit uneasy about the night. In this father and son relationship, you're going to see this pattern happen all through Macbeth. It turns out Banquo has had a lot of trouble sleeping lately. He's been having nightmares of the witches. He says, "I would not sleep, restrained in me the cursed thought." Banquo dreams of the witches, and it's interesting that Macbeth responds to that by saying, "I think not of them," which is a complete lie. Everything that he's been doing up to this point has been because of what the witches had said. And then there's this awkward sort of back and forth where Macbeth asks for Banquo's alliance, sort of trying to get him on his side. And Banquo is sort of confused, and of course I will be on your side. It just seems to be a little bit out of nowhere, which may be a little bit alarming. And then we get to Macbeth's second soliloquy, where we start to see him falling apart, sort of his mind unraveling. "Is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle towards my hand? Come, let me clutch thee." And he's hallucinating. He sees a dagger that's just floating in front of him, and when he goes to grab it, "I have thee not, and yet I see thee still." He can't grab the dagger. And he seems to be aware that it is a sort of fatal vision, that it's sort of made from his mind. And it's interesting that he has trouble believing his own eyes, because he can see it as palpable as this which now I draw. And that's what's really confusing him. The dagger that he sees in front of him is just as real as the dagger that he has with him. And then the dagger changes. The blade now has gouts of blood on it, and then it starts pointing towards the direction he was headed. Is this happening in his head? Is seeing believing? And just when he sort of seems hesitant and may not go through with his actions, he sort of repeats some of the things that his wife had told him to convince him to go through with the plan. "While as I threat, he lives. Words to the heel of deeds, too cold breath gives. I can't just sit here and talk about it. I need to do something." The bell rings, and finally he is convinced. He is now on his way to do what he needs to do.